Hello, it's AliMECH. In today's video, we will be upgrading my 2017 Toyota Camrys fog light from SE trim to XSE trim. With the SE trim fog light, you only have a turn signal. It's kinda waste of space for only having turn signal in the bumper. But with the XSE one, you will have a daylight, powerful LED fog light, and turn signals. I will be showing you the hardware connector that you will need and the diagram so you can do it at home. I got the fog light on Amazon. Unfortunately, one of the tabs is broken due to the damage on the package. It's been quite some time from the day I got the package and now I can't return it or refund. But it's an easy fix. I will take advantage and show you how to fix that broken tab on your car if you have something like this. So for fixing this broken tab, we're gonna need aluminum tape, soldering iron, zip tie for adding some material. But I found this brush which is flexible and the color close to the fog light, so I will use the brush for adding material. But if you have a white zip tie, you can use that one as well. I'm gonna put a piece of aluminum tape on the back of the broken tab to hold it while using soldering iron. With the soldering iron, I will make a groove along with the crack and then add some plastic to give the strength to that part again. Alright, after letting it cool down for a few minutes, now I'm gonna remove the tape. This part is optional. You can smooth it down with soldering iron, or you can use hobby knife to trim the edges and make it look nice. Alright, after trimming down and cleaning everything, it looks strong. It will hold the fog light weight without breaking. Alright, now we're gonna move on for removing the fog light. You can remove it from the wheel well, but you have to remove this part. But what I would do, I would remove the engine undercover and remove the fog lights from them. So for that, I will need to jack up the car and put it on a jack stand. Because I will be using a camera and light, I will need more space. With the cover being removed, we're gonna disconnect the wire harness. Now we're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver to remove the two screws. One will be at the top of the fog light and one under the fog light. Alright, we got the fog lights out. If we look at them, they don't look that different, but if you look at the harness connector, they are totally different. The SE trim has 3 pins and the XSE has 6 pins. Because it's multifunction, it has turning light, daylight, and a fog light. We will need 2 of the 6-pin wire harness connector, some heat shrinks, lighter, cable tape for covering every exposed wire, and about 1 meter of wire to provide that extra line for the fog light. I'm gonna put one of the wire harness connector on the fog light and test out on the car's battery, so we can know which light is which wire. I got the wires figured out. These 2 will be the ground wire. We don't need this, so I'm gonna cut it. White is signal, orange is fog light, and the red is daylight. Here's the diagram how you're gonna connect the wires. You may have different wire colors with the wire harness connector depending on the brand you buy, but on the right side it's your car's original wire colors, and I labeled them which one is which color. For the main fog light, we will need a wire to power up the fog light. After cleaning up this wire, the copper looks very thin, so I had to swap it with this brown one. This extra wire will be connected to the positive of low beam light, which is the black wire. The wire is a bit short even though I took it out of the light bulb, so I'm just gonna use a lighter and strip out some of the wire so I can connect the brown wire on it. After connecting the wire, it's better to use solder so you don't have connecting issue, and then I will use the tape to cover everything. And after that I will put the wire from the bottom. Alright, we are done with the jumper wire. Now we're gonna put it back on the low beam light. Alright, this is the 3-pin wire harness connector from the fog light. You can see we have 3 wires, and the 4th wire is the jumper cable that we took from the low beam. So I'm just gonna cut the wire so we can connect the 6-pin wire harness connector. Stripping all the original factory wires and connecting to the 6-pin wire harness. And I'm gonna do it following this diagram, which I will provide at the end of the video, and I also show it at the beginning of the video so you can take a screenshot and do the same as I did. For these wires I didn't use soldering iron because the heat shrink will keep it tight and water sealed, but you can use and it will give extra connection. And here is the last wire, which is the jumper between low beam light for powering up the main fog light. Alright, we are almost done. I'm gonna tuck all the wire in this cover and then use the tape. It looks very good now. Now I'm gonna lower it so we can connect it with the new fog light later. Alright, here is the passenger side. I'm gonna cut the wire just like I did for the other side as well. Basically, the procedure is the same just like I did on the other side. You're just gonna have to follow the diagram and all the wires will be connected correctly. And here's the green wire that I said we don't need it, so I'm just gonna cut it. Alright, we are done with the wires. Let's cover it with the electrical tape. Before lowering down the wire harness, I would like to give it a test before putting the fog light in the bumper. All the lights working just like we planned it. Now we're gonna disconnect the fog light and lower the wire down so we can put the 2 screws of the fog light in the bumper and then put the wire harness back. For this kind of installation, you don't need to put the car on a jack stand. I did that just for the sake of the video so I can take clear shots. But now we are done, the wire harness connected and the engine cover. Now we can lower the car. From the first look they look really good. Let's turn them on at night and see how bright they are. Here is the daylight and turn signal light. When we turn on the light, the main fog light will be on, which is really bright. You can see the light distribution in front of the car that creates a V shape. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found the video useful for upgrading my 2017 Toyota Camrys fog light from SE to XSE LED light. Alright, that's for this video. Hope you guys found the video useful and learned something new. If it was, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.